FIBA Secretary General Andreas Zaklis. We'll start with some opening statements from both Andreas and Adam. Adam will go first, and I'd be happy to take any questions. Again, as I said when I entered the room.
So, as you all know, we just concluded 2 days of our Board of Governors meetings, but one of the central topics was opportunities that we've been looking at to continue to develop basketball in Europe. And I'm particularly pleased today, along with my colleague Andreas, to announce that we're ready to go to the next stage, and that is to explore a potential league in Europe with FIBA as our partners. We feel now is the time to move to that next stage. And lastly, before I hand it over to you, Andreas, I'll say at our board meeting today, there was enthusiastic support from our club owners about continuing to explore this opportunity.
For FIBA, the growth of the game internationally is based on two pillars: very strong national team competitions and very strong club competitions. And coming out of the most successful World Cup and Olympics ever, we believe it is the right timing that we also take the next step for club basketball.
To your point, it's early days. So literally nothing has been agreed upon yet. We're still in the modeling and I would say exploratory stage. One thing though we know is important is we want to honor the traditions of European basketball. There's some different rules. For example, it's a 40-minute game as opposed to a 48-minute game in the U.S. I think we would play in the current FIBA, but I would say European format. The initial thought is that we would have a 16-team league potentially, and this is still very preliminary, maybe 12 permanent clubs and 4 clubs that would be in a position to play in on a yearly basis. But that's very much subject to change, and that's something we're just digging into now. As to the composition of existing clubs, that's ongoing discussion. I think one, we want to better test the level of interest of existing clubs. In some cases, what comes with those existing clubs are huge global brands. In some cases, those brands built through global soccer, not basketball, but we recognize there's a tremendous depth of interest in people rooting for those clubs. So that becomes very relevant as well.
Thanks for coming today. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, everybody.